Bonjour! Bonjour!
No. Time for bladder check.
Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Oh no! I'm saying that for the light. I'm glad to have some sun, you know, but it's supposed to be cloudy, and for filming it's better when it's cloudy, you know, for me. Oh no. I'm sorry if at some point I have to close my blinds, you know, and the lights are weird, but it's like that. Hello! I am Laura. I'm gonna watch The Legend of Korra Season 4, Episode 4. I'm so glad to be back for The Legend of Korra. You can't even imagine. It has been a long time since the last episodes that I watched. Oh, it's a morning voice. Coffee. Ah, already a better voice. I was saying it has been a long time now since the last episodes of The Legend of Korra that I watched, because I took a lot of advance for these videos because I knew that I was gonna deal with La Casa de Papel, The Witchers, The Expanse, which were gonna be back, that I was gonna begin also The Wheel of Time. Now that you're watching this on YouTube and on Patreon, it has been a long time for you that it's out on my channel. But me, you know, I'm taking advance on videos because on Patreon for The Legend of Korra we have 2 weeks of advance, we have 4 episodes of advance. So because of that, you know, I'm filming a lot in advance. I began also Arcane, that was not planned at all. I'm watching also Death Note, I'm watching also Attack on Titan. So already the last episodes of The Legend of Korra, it was what, 2 weeks ago now? I mean, I edited some videos about this show since then, but that I watched, it has been a long time now. I missed it, I really missed it. I miss my characters, you know, in fact. Now that Toph is back, I want to see her, I want to see what she's gonna do. And you know, during the last episode, she surprised me how tough she was with Korra. She's not someone who is hiding her thoughts, her reactions and stuff like that. On the contrary, she's totally honest, she has a big mouth and I love her for that. I loved her for that in Avatar The Last Airbender, so I'm not surprised that she's still like that right now. Even more after years that she spent just by herself all alone. But she was really even more rough with Korra. Or maybe we are not used to that, in fact, and Korra is not used to that, to have someone who is like that with her, who is just pushing her and taking her like that and being like, oh, you're gonna stop complaining, you're gonna stop just talking like that, like you're the avatar, move on, oh, your life is not perfect, oh, everything that you're doing you have to redo again, like you have to fight a villain in each season, come on! And he did it before you, all of the other avatars, they did it before you, and also regular persons, they also have some issues. And me, you know, Toph, as the head of the security in Republic City, a city that I, with some of my friends, we created together, I had also to deal with some villains and stuff like that. Crimes never disappeared, you know, so move on. I love the fact that she's saying that to Korra. The way that she's doing it, it's still surprising me. If she grew up like that, you know, being more and more like that with years, can you imagine how she was as a mother for Sue and Lin when she's gonna be with her daughters? I think that Toph reunited with her daughters, okay, for her it's nothing, but her daughters reunited with Toph, that's gonna be something else, you know. They both have a certain relationship with Toph. Like Sue, she said that she reconciled with her mother, that she made peace with her and all, but still she adopted a way of life that maybe Toph is not okay with, and she had kids and stuff like that, so it could be interesting also to see Toph as a grandmother. And Lin, she tried all of her life to be like her mother in a way, or at least she followed her path. And I'm not sure that Toph would admire that, you know. I'm sure that she would be like, okay, you tried to be like me, but what about you? Are you okay with your life? Is it satisfying for you to be like that? That's the life that I chose, but what about you? I want that reunion. I want Toph to be reunited with Zuko. I loved their relationship in Avatar: The Last Airbender, so it could be interesting to see it right there. Because of that, of course, I want the old gang to be together. I mean, the ones who are left. Toph, Katara and Zuko. That could be great. And I'm not even talking about if at some point Toph, she would see Iroh. Again, a relationship that I appreciated in Avatar: The Last Airbender. And Zuko also needs to go to see Iroh. That's gonna kill me when it's gonna happen, but now that he knows, Zuko, that his uncle is into the spirit world and that they can meet, for sure, if they made that scene on screen, it's gonna happen at some point, so I'm waiting for it, and at the same time, I'm afraid of it. But you know, we had a time jump also between seasons, so I'm afraid of something like, oh, they already did it, but we didn't show it to you. I wouldn't appreciate that, for sure. About the story right now we discovered that Korra, she still has metal, you know, into her blood, into her, so we need to take her out. Of course, Toph was gonna be the one to discover that. But also what she said, Toph, is something like, you want it into you, like, it's okay for you to not be the Avatar anymore. Like, you don't want to take that place anymore. That's an interesting thing, you know, because for me, since the beginning, what is happening to Korra right there into this season 4, it's something, you know, into her mind. It's more a mental issue, psychological issue, than really a physical one. And we have Ba Sing Se. The situation in Ba Sing Se, the situation in Earth Kingdom that we have to resolve. Now you know that I took time to think about it, and also that I edited the episodes. I'm on Prince Wu side. Okay, the guy is stupid. Okay, the guy doesn't care at all about his citizens and he doesn't know anything about it, but how he was during the last episode, it's making me think that he can change and he can be a good king maybe. If Mako, for example, is a good teacher for him, you know, to show him what real world is, it can be great. And I'm gonna see that right now. Remember that if you want, you have my Patreon on which we have 4 episodes of advance for The Legend of Korra. It's a lot. And with an extended or a full reaction part, check the schedule, you know, that I post each Monday morning on YouTube, Patreon and Twitter to see if I put the extended or the full reaction part. Also, you know, for big episodes with big stuff happening into it, to put the full reaction part. But I can't predict in advance, you know, I don't know which episodes are gonna be big. I'm not reading any spoilers, any synopsis, any stuff like that, so each time I'm discovering the episode. Let's go for this episode. Oh, I'm gonna be forced to close my blind. Which is weird, we have so many big clouds and a big sun just right there. Clouds are coming or not? Now you know the direction of my apartment, you know, if the sun is like that, if the clouds are coming like that, you know how it's functioning in my apartment, you know the different directions. We're gonna stay like that and I will see. Don't be surprised, you know, if during the episode light is moving a lot. Am I sick? I have really a deep voice. No, I didn't cry. I just need a tissue because I think, yes, maybe I'm beginning to be sick. Toph is gonna meet Milo! The other ones also. But come on.
Grandpa and his friends were around our age when they traveled the world. Well, at least they
It's
won't have to
right.
worry about you starving out there.
And you have Jinora with you. Jinora already saved the world twice.
I need your favorite tree.
Remember, Janora's in charge.
I answer to no man or girl, even if she does have tattoos. Now let's move out, soldiers.
I love this kid. I would hate to have him, you know, in my team because, oh, it's an hard one to lead.
If you get to Do you feel anything yet? Why don't you go play with one of those spirits?
Oh, can we discover more about you, Iki?
You can hold the picture of Korra I drew. Wow! I didn't know you could draw. You know a lot of things about me, sister.
Milo! You're talented, my dear.
An adorable little thing.
I'm not adorable. I'm dangerous.
Dangerously cute with those cheeks.
I think so.
Can I trust you? I guess so. I'm on a top secret mission to find the avatar.
Milo, you're flirting with the girl.
What should I call you other than beautiful? I'm Cleo. Nice to meet you. Ooh, Milo found a girlfriend. Good luck, Milo.
Oh. Yes.
Zaheer, Iki, it's Korra.
Came by here about 6 months ago.
I didn't do anything. Exactly. You need to start pulling your weight. That goes for you too, so-called leader.
Oh, Milo.
Remember when he used to be so nice and sweet?
No. I threw some rocks at the Avatar. He got all whiny and Sokka fell in a hole.
I thought there'd be more to it than that.
That was such a good story, so kind to that hole.
I'm trying to meditate. Yeah, keep it down, Iki. Milo threw away all our food. I like to throw away food and fart at inappropriate moments. I'm Denora. I'm still above it all because I'm meditating.
Iki, are you gonna be the one to find Korra?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, poor thing.
Wait! You dropped your breakfast!
What happened?
You're trespassing. Hold it right there.
You're cutting trees of the swamp? You can't do that.
I swear I'm not a spy. It's our first big mission and my dad Tenzin is counting on us. But if we don't find the Avatar, he's gonna be really disappointed.
You said mission to find the Avatar for Tenzin. You're a spy.
That means. No, but try to smack a room.
He looks like Sokka a bit.
Bring them to Zaheer. I bet we
No?
get a big time promotion. Where's your campsite?
Why do you want to know?
Oh, we just want to get the family back together again.
I want to see them. I'd rather hang out here with you guys. It was one of those macaroons.
Iki. Oh, Korra. Ooh. All of your enemies. When they tortured you.
I hope you're hungry because we found some. We found some berries.
And you already eat a lot of them.
I just ate too many of them because they're so delicious.
Are you?
Did you
I?
to Iki when
He's just upset because Zaheer is taking all the troops to Zaofu and we had to stay here.
To do what?
I know exactly what you're going through.
Focus, Iki.
Yeah.
They're gonna attack.
Are always leaving me out of fun stuff. What about this place?
Well, that's a swamp. No one goes there. Don't get discouraged, Iki. You're a valuable member of the team. I know you're going to find him. Now, let's
Aww.
get you out of those ropes.
She's okay, she's okay.
Why did you do that? We're saving you. Let's go. I had everything under control. I just found our food, and I have an idea where Korra is. Sorry my brother and sister knocked you out. Nice chatting with you.
I had visions of all the times my enemies hurt me.
Yeah, I figured something like that might happen.
You are one twisted old lady, you know that?
A little.
I know you want to get better. And so does the swamp. You said you saw your past enemies. Now, why do you think that is? You ever considered maybe you could learn something from them?
What they wanted, all of them.
What did Amon want?
Knew it.
Equality for all. Unalaq, he brought back the spirits. And Zaheer believed in freedom.
At the end of the day, I always said that some of their ideas were great.
That doesn't explain why they keep hunting me.
Because you need to face your fears.
And what is wrong with this world?
There is an enormous amount of spiritual activity here, but I don't feel Korra. Let's at least look around. I'm sorry, Iki, but I'm with Milo on this. I don't think we're going to find her here. Let's go.
Denora! The swamp knows that you need to stay there.
It's beautiful.
You've been disconnected for too long. Disconnected from the people who love you and disconnected from yourself.
Connecting yourself with the world.
Korra, I know where Korra is.
I saw Janora, Iki, and Milo. They're here.
Good. Hopefully they're here to take you home.
Oh.
Oh, we missed you so much, Korra.
I missed you so much too.
Such a was a team effort. I love your hair. It's so you.
I'm so sorry.
Your grandpa was a real pain in my butt.
Cranky, old, blind. You must be tough.
Oh, I like this one.
Of course you do!
Bear is taking over the Earth Kingdom. You have to stop her.
I can't even go into the Avatar state.
Please, Korra.
They are representing the future. You need to do that for them.
Alright. I'm ready.
You gotta do this on your own.
Right.
Close your eyes. Clear your mind. And don't freak out like last time.
Korra!
Release the fear.
Come on, Korra.
Well done, Korra.
Oh!
The Avatar is back in business.
I'd like to give you a hug now. Thank you.
All right.
Oh. Don't let her right there.
Peace and quiet.
No. She's not coming with us. No. I imagine too much your reunion with your daughters, your reunion with Zuko. I dreamed too much of a reunion of the old gang, of a reunion maybe with Iroh. And Toph still, you can't stay there, Toph. I understand. I love your independence. I love the fact that you're so free, you know, and you want to be there, and I'm glad that you're doing what you want and stuff like that. But no. Not forever. Like, just come make a visit and then go back to your swamp. Please, can you do something like that? She's not gonna stay there. You're gonna come back. You're gonna say that Toph helped you to do all of that? And no one is gonna try to reach Toph after that? Oh, I was thinking Sue and Lynn, they're gonna be like, oh mother, she's like that. We're gonna let her where she is because that's what she wants and she's always doing what she wants and we're okay with the situation. Like, if she decided it and she was not there during all of this time, we don't need her into our lives. Whoa. We all need Toph into our lives. The lights, I'm so sorry for that, you know. I tried during the episode to try to be without the blends and stuff like that, but it was still not okay really. Sun was burning my face and I couldn't see the screen. I'm so sorry for that, really. These lines on screen, I think that it's awful, but it's really the best that I can do right now. Don't worry, for the next episode that I'm gonna watch today, I'm gonna wait a little, and because of that you're not gonna have that, you know. It's only for this episode and I'm truly, sincerely sorry for that. But you know, I'm not a professional, I don't have a studio, you know, I don't have lights just like that. You succeeded, Korra. You took off the poison which was still into you. I love so much what Toph said to you, because really you were there during my binge watching of the show, so you were there when during the first season I told you that Amon, you know, with what he was seeing, with the fact that something was wrong into this world, with the fact that people with bendings had some advantages that the other people didn't have, and that it was not fair, and that the reason of his fight was right, but how he was doing it that was wrong. You were there, I said it, that it was not okay, and that I hoped, you know, at the end that even if Amon disappeared and all of that, maybe because of what he did, you could see that the situation was not okay and you could do something about it, which was not the case. During the season 2, you were there also when I said that Rava is supposed to be out of Vaatu, that the spirits are supposed to be free, and that it's not okay to have them like that, like you can't decide for all of them, including for Rava and Vaatu, and I didn't give up on that thought that maybe Rava has to be out. It's not logical for me to have Rava into someone. You can protect the light of the world, but you can't make it your own, you know, like, I'm still fighting with that idea. And also during the season 3, I said it, and I think that you all said it because I saw your comments and I know that a lot of you loved Zaheer, or at least his ideas, and I was agreeing also with the fact that yes, people are not free just right there. The situation into Earth Kingdom, into Ba Sing Se was awful, with people not being free, with people being afraid and stuff like that. So to have Toph saying to Korra, maybe you're haunted by all of these villains because you know inside of you that at some point they were right about what they were saying, that the situation is not okay, is not perfect, and that you can do stuff to make it better because you are the Avatar and it's a job of the Avatar. The balance in the world, it's not only to fight against villains, it's also to make it right. Yes, I was glad that she said that, and maybe you can do something about it, maybe you can help to resolve the situation in Ba Sing Se, in all of the Earth Kingdom. I'm so mad, you know, inside of me. I mean, it would be the Air Kingdom, I would be mad and angry all of the time. It's not the Air Kingdom, it's not my community, you know, but still I'm mad for all of the Earth people because of the fact that during all of these years, all of these decades, they were ruled by, how can I say, ugly people who only did bad stuff, took bad decisions, they were never free, they were never okay, they were always afraid. It's awful. Their lives, their conditions of living were awful during entire decades and no one cared about it. All of the other nations, they were like, it's like that, you know, they are doing their stuff, we can't change it, you know, it's a royalty situation, we can't do anything about it, it's like that. You're looking at a dictature and you are like, oh, it's like that. No! Oi, oi. I'm looking at the picture and I'm like, oi, oi. Maybe it's better if I'm like that, you know, for you to see my face a little better. Oh, I'm so sorry. All of this mission, you know, with Tenzin's kids, it was cool. It's helping to know them better. I mean, we knew already a lot about Jinora, and maybe that's why during this episode we are not really with her and we're more with Iki and Milo. And it's cool because I wanted to know more about these two, especially Iki, because Milo, he always has funny lines and stuff like that, so we have the impression to know him, when Iki, not so much. And rather she proved that she can be useful, and also she showed her personality, that maybe she's a little jealous of her brother and her sister, but at the same time that she wants to prove herself, to be a part of the team, to be considered. It's really a situation, you know, for the kid in the middle. I have the same issue. You know, the kid in the middle is always trying to prove him or herself because there is a certain admiration for the one before him or her, and there is a certain protection, you know, like for the one after him or her. Because of that, the one of the middle, he has to prove that he or she exists all of the time. I know the thing. So yes, I was glad to know more about Iki. That was a cool episode. Even if at the end we're letting Toph just right there. I hope that she's not gonna stay there all of the time. I mean, I love the swamp, I love your independence, I love that you're doing what you want, but your family! You need to visit your family sometimes, you know, you can't let them without news about you. It's not nice. You know, yesterday I found my grandparents and I'm gonna see them on Sunday because it has been a long time that I didn't see them and I need to see them regularly, even if sometimes it's, you know, it's hard, it's grandparents and stuff like that. Not all of our conversations are interesting, but they are family. If at some point something bad is happening, you're gonna be mad at yourself, though. Okay, I'm gonna stop this video because really the more I see the screen and the more I'm like, that's gonna be difficult, in fact, you know, to watch the video for me during the editing, but also for you. Again, I'm so sorry for that. I'm gonna watch new episodes this afternoon. It's gonna be with a different light, I promise. So it's all for you for today and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Great.